nice champagne party popper. I don't remember how it works. I just remember that it's really loud, so I'm gonna see how it goes. Smells like smoke. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. If you can't tell exactly how stinking excited I am to be making a YouTube video right now, then here is a little clip for you to show exactly what is going on in my mind. So now the question is, what do I make a video about? Because I don't have a lot of super cool skills or something to teach you, and I don't have a super aesthetic life. So I decided I should go on a mission. I've been dreaming about being one of those street interviewer people, so I decided that I should just get out there and try to fulfill the dream by answering the age-old question. If you ask a barista for an interview, will they give it to you? Because I know you've been wondering that. I see you. I got you. So without further ado, let's hit it. We reached at Starbucks. This is my first time ever trying to ask a random stranger if I can interview them, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking, but let's see how it goes. Hi, no, you're good. I would just like one cake pop. And then I also just have a question. So I'm like trying to make a little YouTube video like asking baristas for life advice. I was curious like if any of y'all could do a 1-minute video or if there's like a slower time that I could see about it.
I do not know.
Well, that was a bust. It ended up being so busy I couldn't even ask for an interview just like what they would think about doing one, and they seemed incredibly unsure about that, which just makes sense, that's fair. I did get a cake pop though, so that's a win. That's good. This isn't over yet. I'm gonna get that interview from someone somewhere. Just you wait. If not today, then another day. It's a really good cake pop though. So at this point, I decided to head home and try again later when it wasn't so busy, and since I was feeling fully intimidated by Starbucks, I decided that I should try the good old Dutch Bros. Even videoing. Okay, I'm gonna hold like this.
No, we can't ever interview people. What were you thinking?
That could be a possibility. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So if you're not interested, it's good, but we're doing like a short little video of like asking baristas for life advice. Oh! If you're not interested, that's totally cool.
You can do it. Lacey, you don't want to do that? No.
This is my first ever video too, so I'm like super nervous. But
I don't have any life advice.
Or just like. So in this moment, I realized rule number 1 of being an interviewer. If you want to get an answer, don't hit people with such hard questions. So I decided to pivot and try a little bit easier question. We'll just turn it on, and then I have like a little mic, so I'll just ask your name, and then I'll ask you, what do you think makes a person cool? And then you'll just say it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what is your name?
Lacey.
And what do you think makes a person cool?
I think their ability to connect with people.
Awesome. Do y'all have any takes on what do you think makes a person, like, you look at a person, you're like, they're so cool?
Just by looking at somebody.
Yes.
Honestly, somebody that like always like laughing. Like if I look at somebody and they're like laughing and whatever, having a good time, that makes them cool.
Yeah, they're just like naturally more attractive if you're laughing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That was one of the most awkward and scariest things I've ever done. Not because of the people, they were great. It was just me. But we got it done, and that's what matters. That's what counts. And not only that, but we got hot chocolate and this sticker that I found on the ground. That's a win. So we successfully answered the question. If you ask a barista for an interview, the answer is you might get an interview. I know that you've been wondering that, so you're welcome. So at this point, I just wanted to get a little bit more experience being an interviewer girl, because I think that there are 2 different types of awkward. Awkwardly awkward and charmingly awkward. And you and I both know which type of awkward that last interview was. So the next Dutch Bro spot I went to apparently had very different store policies, so it took me over a week to set this interview up, but we finally got it, and I even got a bonus question. Okay, so what is your name?
My name's Nick.
And what do you think makes a person cool?
Definitely, I think like confidence, like carrying yourself with confidence. Being able to have like fluid small talk conversation. Like when I meet somebody, and they know like what to say, like very interactive. Like that makes a person cool, makes them likable.
I like it. I feel like you don't meet a lot of people who are like able to talk really well when you first meet them. It's like it's a good skill to have. Do you have any cool stories from working here, like interactions with guests or anything?
I mean, it's always. I mean, every day is kind of like pretty. Like you'll usually find like one like random customer that like has some out of pocket experience. Like there's been a couple times where like this guy has been like smoking or rolling a blunt, just like in the line, like usually like on his lap, and I'm like, oh, okay, or just like grandmas, like like grandmas love to tip, so
Yeah.
that's always nice.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll take what I can get. So
Still a little rough, still a little awkward, still some interesting camera angles, but we got it done, baby. And from here, there is nowhere to go but up. So there you have it, my first ever YouTube video. If you were to want to follow along with me while I try to become an absolutely epic interviewer girl, then I would be so hyped. So the next, oh my gosh. Can't hit people with such deep questions. If you were to want to become me, my first ever YouTube video,